everybody. I am here to do a Rap Vinyl Tag 2024 video. I found out about this through my friend Vinyl Richie, who just recently posted his video. He found out about it through a guy named Daryl D, who I have subscribed to. And links to both those guys' Rap Tag videos is in the description of this. And this is a great opportunity for me to share some things that I haven't shared yet on YouTube. I just haven't found people in the VC that are into rap like I was in the 80s that have certain things that I have. So this is a great opportunity for me to reach an audience that knows what this stuff is. I'm going to go by Daryl D's list of questions. He has 15 here. I may go off on a tangent related to these questions to show you some cool stuff from my collection. So I want to be quick about this. I don't want to belabor it. So let's start with number one. The first question is, what's the first rap record you ever purchased? Well, I was a kid of the 80s, so I bought all my first rap stuff in the 80s, and that meant that I got a lot of my first rap stuff on cassette, way before I got it on vinyl. I mean, cassettes were just convenient to listen to. I was a big fan of the boombox, and I loved walking around listening to my music. So cassettes were the first way I bought a lot of this stuff. But then I started thinking, okay, when I started buying vinyl, what was the first rap record I ever got? I really had to think about it. And it comes down to three things. It may have been this, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, and this is The Message. I own a couple copies of this at least. I tend to buy this whenever I find it in great shape. Now, it could have been this, but it's likely that I first heard this off a mixtape somebody gave me back then, and then later got it on vinyl. But I think maybe that was the first one. It also could have been Run DMC's King of Rock, because that's one of the first albums I remember knowing back to front. But I think I got this on cassette way before the vinyl. So I think the first thing I ever got on vinyl, before I even got it on cassette, was this Steady B, What's My Name release. I really liked Steady B. Really quintessential 80s hip-hop rap stuff. Real simple, just beats and rhymes for the most part. I've got a few of his records. I really like him. Unfortunately, he went to jail for being part of a bank robbery, and I think a police officer got killed in that thing. And so, yeah, maybe he was just the driver of the car. I don't know, but Steady B kind of messed up. But I still love his work, and this is a great record. So I think that was possibly the first rap record I ever bought on vinyl back then in the day. Next question is, show one of your blue-eyed rap records. No Eminem or Beastie Boys. So yeah, that means white people rap. I couldn't decide exactly which one to show. I'm going to start with MC 900 Foot Jesus. This guy is from the United States, and he's with DJ Zero. There's DJ Zero there. Great stuff. MC 900 is behind the picture of Jesus there. This is kind of industrial indie rap, I guess you could say. It's not really on an indie label. It was on Network, which is affiliated with Capitol Records. But great stuff. 4-song EP. This is his first release. He went on to have a couple of club hits. Truth Is Out of Style being one of them. But this is great if you like some industrial, noisy rap stuff. And speaking of industrial, noisy rap, this isn't blue-eyed, but I got to show you the Beatniks. They're one of the first kind of noisy industrial rap groups I ever heard. This record comes with a cool fanzine. But yeah, I would recommend Beatniks if you like your rap a little noisy and gritty. Now, another blue-eyed group that I really liked was Blood of Abraham. I don't think all the guys in the band were white, but I know they had at least a couple. I love Blood of Abraham's style. They're like a pro-Jewish rap band, which was really unusual. But I really like their stuff. This is Stabbed by the Steeple, Scabbled by the Chapel. The Choir's Got My Tongue, and the you know the stuff. This is great. I hope you know it. If you don't know it and you like hip-hop, check out Blood of Abraham. I think this is late 80s, early 90s, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I like them. Now, if I'm talking blue-eyed rap, we got to give a shout out to D.D. King of the Ramones, who put out his own rap record. And oh man, what an art project this is like performance art on record. I mean, this guy, it seems to me he was really taken by the rap movement and really into it and wanted to make his own contribution to the cause. And I tell you what, I'm glad I own this. I don't listen to it a whole lot, but I'm glad I own it. So there we go. Now, the next question is, number 3, show a 10-inch rap record from your collection. And this is the only 10-inch rap record I have. It's Beastie Boys, Alive. Some later Beastie stuff. It's got a advertisement basically for their 12-inch vinyl action figures here. I don't even know this song very much. I don't know how I got this. I think I got this really cheap, maybe even at a thrift store. But that's my 10-inch rap vinyl right there. Next question. Show a rap record from your favorite female MC. Well, the first female MC I ever really got into was MC Light on the First Priority label. And this song is called I Cram to Understand You. I've had this forever. I have a couple of her singles, 2 or 3 of them. I got hickeys around my neck. But MC Light's great. And the thing about MC Light is she's related to one of my favorite rap bands, Audio 2. Yeah. So Milk. Milk is MC Light's brother. And I believe MC Light and Milk had some parents, and they ran First Priority Records. First Priority, the label that we trust. Hence the lyric from Audio 2. Audio 2, one of my favorites because they were just strictly beats and rhymes for the most part. Really stripped down style and really funny, really kind of unusual rap tactics from Milk and Giz. And one of my favorite rap lyrics is from one of their songs, and it's just a few words. I got speakers the size of your girl. I love that. Audio 2. Anyway, yeah, MC Light, brother of Milk. That's my female rap artist. Now, what was the last rap record you purchased? Well, the most recent rap record I purchased was, I thought for a second it was this Dr. Octagon set. But then I started thinking, and you know Dr. Octagon. Dr. Octagon's also known as Cool Keith, and he's also gone under the name Dr. Doom. I love his stuff. I saw him in concert back in the day. He threw Ziploc bags that had a Capri Sun, a chicken wing, and a moist towelette in the bags. And I believe it was on this tour, if I'm not mistaken, or it might have been the Black Elvis tour, this tour here. But I did see Cool Keith in concert, and I did get one of those Ziploc bags. And I think we kept it in our freezer for months before we got rid of it. Maybe even a year. I was thinking it was this, right? Dr. Octagon. But then I started thinking about it, and I was like, no, I think for sure the last rap record I ever really purchased was when this came out. This is the most recent rap record I purchased. Public Enemy, What You Gonna Do When the Grid Goes Down album. Love this cover. I love the single that was released off this. And it was called State of the Union, STFU. Love it. Love that Public Enemy was still putting stuff out. I saw them live back in the day. They played with Digital Underground. I think Queen Latifah. Public Enemy. I think that was it. I get these rap shows confused sometimes. But I did see Public Enemy when they had the S1Ws on stage. I got to meet Flavor Flav for a second. He was really cool. I think this is the most recent one I have purchased for my own collection. I do purchase rap records all the time to resell on eBay, but I'm not counting those. Only counting the ones that I get from my collection. The next question. What rap record did you buy, get rid of, and then later buy a second time? You know, I've never done that. Every rap record I've owned, I still own. I mean, look, I got the fat Beastie Boys collection here. I got Audio 2. I got a fat collection of Audio 2. Several records. Public Enemy, I've got a huge collection. Run DMC. I just never got rid of this stuff, so I can't really show you anything that fits that question. What is the most valuable rap record in your collection? Well, I looked on Discogs, and to my surprise, I think this original Paul's Boutique with the hype sticker saved, of course. Cut that off the shrink wrap like a true geek. I think this is the most valuable one. I can't even tell you exactly. I don't remember how much it's worth. Not a whole lot. Maybe $100, $200, something like that. But I don't think it's very valuable. As far as I thought, maybe something else I had would be really valuable. Like I thought maybe America's Most Wanted by Ice Cube would be worth more. I love this record. I don't think this is worth more than $100. I can't remember. And there's other records in my collection that I thought, man, that's got to be worth more. Like this special version of Fear of a Black Planet. There's the original version, but this special version here was kind of a DJ performance discs. It was very hard to find. A 3-record set and a totally black and white cover. I love it. I thought this would be worth more than Paul's Boutique, but it's not. And then I also thought this special version here, the club version of Boogie Down Productions' Criminal Minded, that is the original version. And then they have this really cool club DJ mix version, which is hard to find. And I thought that might be worth more than Paul's Boutique, but it wasn't. So, what else could be worth more? Well, I thought this might be worth more. And if you know Def Jam, you know Def Jam. You got the Beastie Boys on Def Jam. Def Jam records, you know them. Well, did you know that the very first Def Jam record ever released? Some people think it was Beastie Boys. Some people think it was MCA and Brazuti doing a drum machine. No, the first rap record on Def Jam was not a rap record at all. It was Rick Rubin's band called Hose, and they were brutal, noisy guitar, bass, drums, screeching, screaming, lo-fi recordings. And there's the record here. And look at that. If you look closely, that Def Jam logo is hand drawn. It's not really a dialed in fancy logo. That you can tell that is drawn with pens. So yeah, this is Def Jam 001. If you look at the catalog number on here, that's the first Def Jam record. I was really surprised to figure that out. And that's not even worth more than the Paul's Boutique. So I'm flabbergasted that I don't have something more valuable than that Paul's Boutique. The next question is, show a rap record featuring lots of humor. Well, and we'll have to start at the beginning with that. Bobby, Jimmy, and the Critters. Here we go. And they were like some of the first funny stuff. We had Roaches. We had Ugly Knuckle Butt. It was funny. It was kind of camp. It was kind of, it was kind of silly. It was ridiculous fun rap. But that was the beginning of that stuff. And then it kind of got more cerebral, more interesting, and more noisy kind of with Digital Underground. Humpty Dance, Do What You Like, string of hits, very funny, humor all around in these songs, and really intelligent, really good stuff. I really dug it. So Digital Underground, big fan of them. I saw Digital Underground perform. They were fantastic back in the day. God, I can't remember what. It must have been the first or second album tour. Oh, more humor. You got to mention Far Side. Far Side, Bizarre Ride 2, great album. Lots of humor. Lots of humor. I think their big hit was called Your Mother or something. But that's not my favorite song. But I love Far Side. I mean, I think the rest of the album is much better than their hit Mother song. So Far Side for humor. And if I'm going to mention humor, I got to mention this King T album, Act a Fool. It's got the best mother jokes track on it of any rap album I've ever heard. It's called Bagging on Moms. Bagging on Moms. Really great stoned mother jokes on this. I mean, ridiculous. King T, Act a Fool. One of my favorite rap records of all time. Love that. Next question. Let's see. What's the most amount of money you ever spent on a record? Well, it's probably that Public Enemy new record, What You Gonna Do When the Grid Goes Down. I think I paid over $30 for that. Maybe close to $35, $40 when it first came out. And I don't really spend a lot of money on new records, especially. And I haven't really found a lot of rap groups lately that I'm into that have vinyl releases. So I gotta say, Public Enemy, Grid Goes Down, that's probably my most expensive rap record that I've paid for. Typically I find stuff at flea markets and yard sales and stuff. So, and I'm not counting the records that I buy to resell on eBay, because I do a lot of that, but I'm not going to include any of those, of course, in this. This is just about my collection. The next question is, show an autographed rap record from your collection. Well, I got to talk about this then. Eric B. and Rakim 30th anniversary tour. Back in 2018, I saw this concert in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Ritz. And me and my friend Ian waited outside after the show near the tour bus for a long time. And I got this signed by both Eric B. and Rakim. Now, Eric B. was first, and he really helped me a lot in getting Rakim to sign this. I had to wait a good long time for Rakim to sign it. And bonus story is that Terminator X from Public Enemy was also waiting by the bus to meet them, and he signed the back of this for me while we were waiting for Eric B. and Rakim. But it's framed, so I can't show you. But yeah, that was kind of a cool story. Now, as a bonus, I would like to mention this autograph record I got from the Biz Marquee. Rest in Power Biz. I got this when he was touring with the Yo Gabba Gabba kids show. I'm friends with DJ Lance Rock, and DJ Lance got me into a Raleigh show where Biz was going to be a special guest, and I brought my Biz record, and he was nice enough to sign it to Michael. I believe that's 2013 when he signed it. I think it was 2013. I could be wrong, but yeah, Biz, signed. And as a special nod to autographed things, check this out. I saw KRS-One of Boogie Down Productions way back in the day in Raleigh, North Carolina. I think the club was called The Garage. And he played a late night gig there once and threw out these tagged tennis balls. And I caught one. I swear he threw it out and it landed right in my hand. I felt it hit the hand. It was like a square direct hit into my palm. Love that autographed item. Moving right along. What rap record do you own multiple copies of? Well, I pulled out a few, and these are things that I either bought because there were slightly different pressings, imports or whatever, or because I just had to have, I couldn't leave a really good copy sitting around in a store if it was cheap. So Fat Boy's first album, got a couple of those. Also got a couple of Crushin'. I really like that album too. A couple of Crushins. I think one of these is an import. Yeah, one of them is an import, one of them is a U.S. And then I got, oh yeah, I always buy this if I find it in good shape. Got a couple of these Schoolie D, this is a Saturday Night, no, yeah, Parkside 5.2, 12-inch. And one's got the hype sticker here, and one doesn't. But yeah, got multiple copies of that. Also, got multiple copies of this, Saturday Night, the album by Schoolie D. Schoolie D is one of my favorites. Has been one of my favorites since I was a kid. And that one's both got the, they both of them got the cutouts. Cut out corners, but yeah, I buy this whenever I see it in good shape. And you know, I got to tell you, I always buy Smoke Some Kill. That's my favorite Schoolie D album. Again, I got one with the hype sticker, one without. These are the same pressing. Yeah, same pressing. But love this album. If I find it and it's in good shape and it's cheap, oh yeah, I gotta get it. And then I'll show you another one. I got 2 copies of Strictly Business by EPMD because I can't leave it sit somewhere if it's in good shape. Oh yeah, love this record. Again, one of my favorites from back in the day. I have a vintage EPMD Strictly Business t-shirt somewhere in my collection. Now I have to dig that out. But yeah, EPMD, good stuff. Next question is, show 7 7-inch rap records from your collection. Okay, so I didn't realize how many rap records I had with picture sleeves. I'm just going to show the ones with picture sleeves. But I started pulling them out, and here's what I came up with. Okay, we'll start with Beastie Boys, She's On It. Beastie Boys, She's Crafty, picture sleeve. Beastie Boys, what was this one called? Yeah, Hey Ladies, but I think the 12-inch was called something else, had a name to it. But that's a pretty killer cover. And then, of course, we got Go, Cut Creator, Go. Cool J, picture sleeve. Not easy to find that. EPMD, Strictly Business, 7-inch picture sleeve. Not easy to find that. And then we got EPMD, You Got to Chill. Love this. I think I have another extra sleeve. I want to say I found the sleeve somewhere once without the record. 783. Not many people talk about 783, but Cool and Cali was a great single. I like this band. I think one of these guys is related to Eddie Murphy or somebody. I can't remember. One of these guys is related to somebody. And then also one of these guys went on to be in Cypress Hill. That's right. I think that guy in the middle there, you know who he is. 783, they were pretty cool. Oh, and this. Now this might not be considered rap by a lot of people. It's John Lydon from Public Image Limited, also from Sex Pistols, with Africa Bambaataa. And they did World Destruction. And it is a rap record, and it's great. And I have had this since I was a kid. I love this. I have the 12-inch and the 7-inch of that one. And look, I just did more than 7 because I just kept pulling them out. My Adidas and Peter Piper, Run DMC, pick sleeve. It's Tricky, Run DMC, pick sleeve. And then look at this. I got this cool import breakdancing record, and it's by the Electronic Revolution. Can you see there? Get it in the light here. Electronic Revolution. And the name of the band is Electric Boogeymen. Electric Boogeymen. Pretty good. I'll just show you the label there. But that's some unusual rap stuff. Now, next question is, show one of your favorite indie rap label releases. Now, I just got this one recently, so I'm going to show this one. This is Slim Gorilla. I believe he's from Texas. And a friend of mine runs this label called Electric Outlet. You can see a little logo there. But Electric Outlet, Slim Gorilla, that is my indie rap release that I'm going to show you. Very recent release. I'm going to say within the last year or two. Then, the next question. Show a rap record from an artist that is from a different country. Well, that has to be Slick Rick, Slick Rick was born in England, the UK. And so I know this isn't like really a rapper that's known to be from another country. I listen to a guy now named Tommy Cash. He's from Estonia, but he didn't have any vinyl out that I know of, so I couldn't show Tommy Cash. But Slick Rick, again, one of my favorites. Master of lyrics and storytelling. And this is a great 12-inch. So what else we got? The next question, number 15. This is the last question, you guys. The last question. Show a rap record that had two different covers, two different versions of the cover art. Well, this might be considered funk, but it is kind of rappy. And I'm going to show Captain Sky. Okay, so Captain Sky, you'll see this version of the cover there, and then this version, just slightly different. You'll see it's kind of misprinted a little bit here, a little print got into the speech bubble there, and then this part here is different, right? So I'll tell you that this one here, this version of the record, has the song Super Sperm on it. Now Super Sperm was taken off and replaced with Dr. Rock on the next pressing. Okay, so that's the difference there. Now I wanted to also show you this difference in record cover here. We got Crush Groove, the soundtrack to the movie. This is the first time I ever heard the Beastie Boys, saw the Beastie Boys. I saw Crush Groove 16 times in a row at the Dollar Theater. I think it was called Queens Park Dollar Theater in Charlotte, North Carolina in the 80s. Saw it 16 times to see the 27 seconds of Beastie Boys in it. But there's this version of the cover, and there's this version of the cover. One of these may or may not be an import. I don't think so, though. I think there's actually two different versions of the U.S. cover, if I'm not mistaken. I think maybe they wanted to accentuate the band names a little more on the reissue of that. And then also, I have this guy here, Gigolo Tony. He's got the same record, but slightly different logo treatment there, but mostly the same exact cover, except for that Gigolo Tony logo. And this is like Florida style, Miami bass style rap from what I remember. Haven't heard this in quite some time, but that is two versions of that. And I want to challenge all my friends in the VC, show your rap records, even if you can't adhere to all 15 questions or even a few of them. Show me your rap records. I want to hear your stories about rap. I want to hear your history with the genre. I discovered it because I was in the back of the bus with other kids from the neighborhood in my elementary school, and we were singing The Message and all those early things, Run DMC. And that's how I discovered it. So I've been a fan since then. I want to thank you all for watching. May the rock and roll gods and the hip hop rap gods bless you as they blessed me, and I'll see you guys later.